Hey everybody, welcome to Whispers and Ink. I'm Jennifer Merle Hampshire and this is Let's Create. Oh, you guys, I have a really good one for you today. We're going to be doing a 3D type of project today. So when I talk about a wood project, I'm going to show you what you're going to need. And I'm using, oh my goodness, so crooked. There we go. Okay. I'm using what they call a wood cookie, and it has a hole in it. And I bought it from our favorite delivery store. You know what I'm talking about, that A place. I have a twig from my yard, and I have a clothesline clip. And just to give you a little peek at what we're going to be making. We're going to be making that. You guys, it doesn't have to be complicated to be cute. That's all that I'm going to say. Because all I did was take a scrap piece of crumb cake, because you know I have a bazillion pieces of scrap, and a scrap piece of the Orchid Oasis glimmer paper, and I tied the clip on through the little hole, and I'm going to show you how I did that. But we're going to make one that's a little bit different because I have lots of samples. I have lots and lots of samples to show you guys. Oh my goodness, because I made one in every one of the new in colors. But if you guys have any questions, over here, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and email me there or comment below, because I do check any of your comments to make sure that I don't miss any questions. So let's get started. All right, let's take that off. Here's what we're going to need. We are going to need, like I said, this round, and I'm going to, let's measure, because I don't remember what the sizing was. This one's about 4 inches, so it's the bigger ones, not the smaller ones. And I have a bunch of tricks for you today. A stick you're going to want, and I chose the ends of stuff that blew off in a storm, or like I think this is from my husband trimmed the birch tree. That's what all my little sticks are from. And here's your scrap. Oh, and I forgot my hole punch. Hang on one sec. All right. So I'm going to take my 1 inch by, I want to say it's like 3.5 or 3 3/4. Because you guys, I reuse these. So if you're just doing something for summer decor, you could do red, white, and blue. And I like to, unlike when I did this with it, this is dimensionals. I like to be able to reuse these for new projects. So I have a hole in my strip of crumb cake. And who has floral wire at home? I do. I buy this really thin floral wire at the craft store. And I'm using this as a kind of like a needle threader. So I'm going to take my clip and about, I'm thinking I used about 11 inches. Yeah, about 11 inches of twine. And this is the parakeet party. Now, and apparently this one is not, if you have an end that looks like it might cooperate, mine are both frayed, feel free to thread it through. I'm putting it through the metal part of my clothespin. And I'm doing that because I figured that was probably the stablest place to put it. There's our needle threader, and we're going to use this again because I want to get this through that hole that I made in the crumb cake and the hole in the wood cookie. So, apparently my nails don't want to cooperate. Go ahead and loop that in there. And then easy peasy, it goes through your 1/8 inch circle punch. Now, couple things. You can do your clip this way, or you can do your clip this way. Neither way matters. It's entirely up to you, because I did do clips up. That one's blank, and I did, obviously, clips down. I think, personally, I like the clips down idea. However, if I'm going to hang it, let's see. I think this one we're going to do this way. All right. So, we're going to put the clip up this time. Now, you're asking why I used a stick, right? Well, I used the stick as a way to keep the twine or the clip in the back on. So we're going to tie this super tight so that it stays in place. And all that is a knot at the moment, because I want to bring in this gorgeous Parakeet Party sparkly ribbon, the metallic ribbon. And I'm going to add that in my little bow here. And all I'm doing, and here, let me bring you in closer so you can see. All I did was loop it, and I'm going to cut it later, and I'm just tying another knot here. Get your ribbon the way you want it. I want it off-centered just a little bit. And then I'm tying a bow so that I can remove this when I don't want it anymore. And I want to do something else with it. Because I don't know about you guys, but I get sick of all the same stuff all the time. I like to change it up. Alright, so I'm going to take my scissors now, and I'm going to stagger this end. You don't have to cut it if you don't want to. But there's what that looks like. Easy peasy. And that's on there. It's not going anywhere. Alright, so what are we going to do to decorate this one? Oh, and I forgot to stamp. Alright, so I'm going to take my soft suede, and I have this really cute little welcome, and I'm going to stamp that welcome. I'm moving my stick because it's in the way. Should have stamped first. Put it up at the top. Just like that. Kind of like this one. And that's ready to go. Here is the basic part of our project today. Now it's just all the fun stuff. So I'm going to take I have another piece of soft suede here. And I'm going to pull out my bird's nest. Ooh, that was noisy. Sorry, you guys. Pull out my bird's nest. And I'm going to stamp that. Soft suede on soft suede. Just like that. And I'm going to do a quick fussy cut. This one's kind of easy to fussy cut, you guys, because there's not a lot to it, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a nest. I mean, if we were using, sticks to do this nest, which lots of birds use sticks, which is kind of the other reason why I thought to use the sticks to tie the the clip on the back. I'm going to stagger this kind of rough cut. This is one of those things where you don't have to be perfect to make this look super cute. And great way to use up some of your larger scrap pieces too. All right, so there's our nest. Do we need a little, I think we need a little more finagling in here. There we go. So there's our nest, all fussy cut, ready to go. And I have a piece of parakeet party, and I have the bird punch. And I'm cutting out just the bird. I know I'm going to get all the other stuff too, but and actually we're going to do this way. I'm going to do the wing here, this wing, I'm going to do in the glimmer paper, which is one of the reasons I have it, but I have an idea for that. All right, so here's our little bird. And our little bird needs a face. And I think our little bird is just going to have two little closed eyes, so it's going to be sleeping. Just like that. I'm thinking I need a scrap piece for a beak. Scrap piece for a beak, and then I need white. Do you still have that white? Do you still have the white? Thank you, ma'am. I have a stamper in the studio, you guys. All right, so I've got my craft white. I'm going to use the Sweet Sorbet for a beak because we can. It's going to be a girl. She's got lipstick on. And then just a dab of glue. And take your pick tool to put on her beak. Just like that. Oh, that turned out cute. And then we're going to take this body piece. And you guys, I'm just kind of rubbing it in the white so that it gets kind of that lighter look to it. Every time you do that, it's going to be a little bit different. And I will show you. Yes, my white is old. Show you up close what I did. There you go. Isn't that cool? Just a little marbly kind of look. We're going to put that to the side because it's got to dry. We don't want that piece because we want the wing to be a glimmer wing. So I'm pulling out. Oh, look at, see? It's not the first time I've done a glimmer wing for this cute little bird. There's that. And you could do a different color if you wanted. I actually like the wing color to match, but that's just me. You can do whatever you want. It's your card. That's what Paula would say. It's your card. Dimensional for our wing. And we're going to put that like that. And then we're going to let that white sit for another minute. And we're going to put our nest here. And I hope that I got that welcome up far enough. Oh, just far enough. So we're going to put 3 mini dimensionals on our crumb cake piece. And I think this one's probably up too high. We're going to bump it down there. Trying to get that nest as low as I can so that we can still see the welcome. Just like that. And we'll put the nest right there. And hopefully this is dry enough that we can get this belly on. Just like that. Now, I did a mini dimensional here, but I think I want to put a glue dot down here. Just to make sure that that belly stays secure. One little glue dot will do it. Just like that. And then our little bird gets to sit there we go in the nest, just like that. Isn't it cute? And you can finagle your ribbon so that you can see what you want to see, and that just goes like that. So I promise I had more, and I do. Guys, it doesn't have to be super complicated. Sometimes keeping things simple just brings out more cuteness. All right, so we've got the bird, and we've got, you knew I was going to do a butterfly. So we've got the butterfly. I have one that I haven't done yet. That's the starry sky. And then here's the sweet sorbet with the ladybug. And the Tahitian tide I did with the daisy punch, the medium daisy punch. And I'll bring you in a little bit closer so that you can see. There you go. That's what we did today. Easy peasy, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that other one. I'm thinking I need a bigger butterfly. So that's probably what I'm going to do with that. But thank you so much for stopping in today. Please, if you learned anything today, because that's ultimately what we want to do, right? Is learn things. If you learned anything today, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the like button and share with everybody. And remember, any questions, email me there. And most of all, I hope that you have a great day getting